Hello all, how are we doing? I hope we are doing well. Yeah, I think mods are going to have fun tonight. So good luck tonight, mods. I can only give you that kind of thing. Let's have a look. Hey, Adam. Hey, Darren. Evening, John. Evening, Lou. Evening, Adam B. Good evening, Jake. Wonderful Wednesday. Mental health check-in. Yeah, please get the mental health check-in with everything that's happened this weekend. If you know about it. Thoughts are with the Hatton family. Incredible boxer, but the lad had some demons by the looks of it. So it's interesting that he just couldn't handle them very much. So it's really sad. So it's one of those ones that's really, really sad, sadly. Mental health check-in, please get in. Darren's is a 9. Because I'm on my shift at work. Takeover, please. I want some positive to talk about. And we haven't mentioned that company's name. I think we're going to be mentioning that CUNT name for a bit longer. I personally have got a funny feeling that he moved the goalpost again. That everything's been moved again. And doesn't surprise you when you know it's DC. Concerning by Newborn 7, heard Sika let it tactic, but really good buddy. They've now got Chief Pick in charge. Been very quite good thing. Adam Boyler's acting up. I have had a catch up with him today, mate. It kind of what we kind of have the same thing. It clock ticking, but it DC. We all know he moved goalposts. Look at the clip. It says in there that at the end of what he said, unless he moved the goalpost, and the When to Till I Die had it the same thing with the trust Ian Bennett and said unless he moved goalpost. We all know what he's like at moving goalposts. Evening, Worko. Evening, Adam. Get the lights up. Yep. I hope the journalists aren't saying no because they don't want to jinx it. Worko's on time. Bloody hell. Got wheels like that. So Jay. Yeah. It was sudden because it hadn't gone to 7 on the green, so I had to change it. Rip Hitman. Yep. Agree. Evening, Barry. Good evening. Hope the sun good news. Good evening, Punk. Hope everyone's well. Evening. Hi. Is the takeover gonna head? Oh, I know it's nobody to blame but DC. I've got a funny feeling DC will play a bit of cat and mouse either way. I'd like to thank you for you and Seinfeld. Cheers, mate. Yeah, as Bob said, in that mental health is 6, just doesn't know how to do. Yeah, I think the situation with the takeover, if it doesn't happen, it's DC doing what DC does. DC is the worst at moving goalposts. Look what he did in the summer with. Not the summer, in the January window with Smith. There was a deal for him to go to Wrexham, move to goalpost, he scored again. The man, anytime it feels like the man's getting close to a deal, he goes, can I have a little bit more? Can I have a little bit more? Can I have a little bit more? We've seen him do this in deals in transfers, and the problem is, it happens all the time. He's only got till the 30th, he might be forced out. And this is the other thing, if you watch that pod with me and Si, we actually talk about it, and the things that he spoke about the stadium needing to be done by the end of the month and how much it was. Got that bang on. Spoke about a coach from Man City. Got that bang on. The bit that just hasn't happened yet, which is the bit that we're all unsure about, is the bit with DC. DC is the big problem with this because he is the chief architect of whatever happens at the club because he doesn't like being told no. He's your typical narcissist. The old has to have the last word type. Exactly. Hey up, mate. Macaulay, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Wildham must be good performances. He got paid twice though. Not really a gut for punishment, DJ. He'll have got paid twice. He'll got paid for being sacked and he'll got paid for going in again, so he'll got double the thingy. The thing is, we all want a takeover to happen. Everybody wants a takeover to happen. The thing is, with everything that's going on right now, everyone needs to still doing the protest. I think the protests are good, but they don't feel like they are as visceral as that's the same word in Ian just used on the football heaven. I don't think they're going as far as it could be. It's one of them. Not bad, mate. I'm not too bad, mate. Really been an odd week. I won't like. He could have got them promoted on -5. That's him on -15. Honestly, Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have more? You sell your house. Can you have more? I have dealt with DC purposes through work. He changed his mind constantly and never listened to anyone. Thank you, Lewis. If mods can actually pin that, I would appreciate that, because that just backs up everything that people have said about him. But we are going to be talking about the Bristol game. That's what we're all here for. Well, we're not. We're all here to talk about stuff. Felt like there were too many different things going on Saturday. Yep. I think he's playing chicken to see if he can get more money, and I think he will move out the way to sell at the end. Hope so, mate. Hope so. We all hope that's the case. But again, he does well at moving goalposts. That's what we all want. This was your team lineup versus Bristol City. Interesting one, wasn't it? McNeil and Ubbo, don't think it really worked the way it should have done. Bannon Ingleson in midfield worked. Palmer in midfield didn't work. Amas had an excellent game, I won't lie. Looked really good. But we're too easy. We are way too easy. Mods can't pin anymore. Can you not? Why can't you pin anymore? We can only give them chair, not the pin. Okay, I didn't know about that. I'll look into that. You should still be able to pin stuff. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I will look into that. I did not know you couldn't pin anymore. Actually, here's a funny one. Neither can I. I can't pin it anymore either. Okay, that's weird, and it's my channel. Okay, that's odd. But yeah, you look at the situation we got with the team and stuff. This is all we can put out. Stretch, Weaver, Johnson, Thornton are all 13 players now. If you look at the video I've done today, congratulations to those lads for going up and stepping up on that. It's interesting. Hang on. Could it be that there's already a pinned message? Yeah, like try it now. I've unpinned that message. It could be that there was a pinned message already. But yeah, very easy to play against us at the minute. Very easy to play against us. It's stupidly easy. Can we miss the game review? Wipe out the memory of all existence. We're not going to do it for long, mate. I just want to show a couple of bits and pieces, because I have done bits to it. That's depressing. 6 shots, none on target at all. I know Sheffield business owners that dealt with him. He's a nightmare. I know big companies want to sponsor a stand, and they weren't negotiating for 2 years until they gave up and went elsewhere. Again, this is more people that know how he works. This is more people that know how he works and how he gets on. And it's just a pain in the backside. Weird. And again, this is the thing. You've got more and more people coming out and saying this is how he deals with people. Do you think Daniel DaCosta might be involved? Maybe, mate. Maybe. DC's engagement on the North Stand was unbelievable. I've been told he communicated with higher up members of staff is untenable. Even tried to alter already signing off docs. Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard this, where people have said that he's tried to change things when everything's been signed off or stuff have been ready to go, and it's in nature. And the problem is, once the football regulator comes in, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it all. He'll lose it all, because they will have the powers, by the looks of it, to go, hey, we are getting rid. Like, generally, it'll be a case of, we're getting rid of you, and you'll get it for nothing. If you look at what the powers are that they got, they are really trying the hardest to do it. I know of an ICT people who've done dealing with him, his company has. He refused to let anyone, aka Alistair Lynn Dooley at the time, approve anything personally he had to say. Who do you think will take us over? I loved it to be an American group, but at the moment, DC changing his mind by the sounds of it. So it's one of them. To try and use league game. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea putting some of the youth out there, would it? If you use some of the youth in a youth game, in a normal game, it might help a lot. But the thing is, when you start putting them in games, because the squad depth we don't have, if you then suddenly need them again in another game, it's going to struggle, John. That's the issue. Got told last week he kicked off recently because he couldn't alter a reader-only version of the finance doc. Oh, God. Something I can understand. That's why he's rolling the dice, deceiving, and getting a little bit more before the regulated deep down he knows he's got to let go. We all hope that he goes. Now, the one thing I do want to say here. Here it is. So, if you remember, we had this statement a month ago, I think it was. And the bit here that gets me is the last paragraph. We continue to pursue options available to resolve the current challenges and to end the league is currently in advanced discussion with Mr. Chancellor's legal advisors on formatting a process around devise. I just lost all power. That was weird. My lights just all turned off. Hang on a moment. You're still here. My lights have just turned off. That was weird. I know what that was. Hold on. I know exactly what that was. I am dealing with a new computer. And I haven't set the when it shuts things down right, and it was just shut it all off then. Coincidence. I'm at look quality. Hope he's not. He looks all right. Undertaker. Yeah, Pookie. Wink gonna blow your shadow away at this rate. Yeah. And let there be like, DC turned it off. You look beautiful in the dark. Thank you. Careful you don't bang your knee again. Yeah. I think it was cramp. Actually with him. Enchanted response of paying your electric bill. couldn't have kicked off any better. That really could it. We start talking about DC, and then suddenly my power or my lights suddenly die. But yeah, this whole thing. The legal advisors on former process about deferring his shares into the club. There's obviously something still there. Could they put that out? That is something they put out on their socials about it all. DC was trying to cut your power. If DC's finally gets let go, have you paid your bill? Yep, I have. Don't get me started on electric jake. Mine have been playing up to well, Jesus. Yeah, it's not been good at it. The weather's been thin. But it's that last little bit. I wish I could just put my cursor on screen. I can't. I'm using a completely different setup to I normally do. I haven't checked to see what the likes are to ratio shit. 58 people watching, 16 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But the thing is, for me, I got a situation right now where we're in the situation where we are desperate to get somebody to come and take the club over. And there have been multiple people who have tried to come and take the club over, tried to do business with the man. And he's the one thing we hear about from anyone that worked with DC is that he's a nightmare. He's a nightmare to deal with. Like generally, he's a nightmare to deal with. He's not the easy person to do. Everyone always says, I've never worked with someone like him before, like this. We're not in Kansas anymore. Get the lights up, people. Much appreciate. Superb. Yep, take a drink. I said superb. Do you have a torch on your phone if it happens again? You to talk to see? I do, mate. I have my phone and I've got my iPad, so I've got torches. There probably is a torch in here somewhere, to be fair. But we all want it to happen, and the thing is, this problem you've got is you're dealing with a man who, if he doesn't get his own way, spits his dummy out. And will constantly spit his dummy out. I'm looking at that camera. I'm meant to be looking at that camera. He spits his dummy out when he doesn't get what he wants or when he wants to change stuff. And that's the issue. I hope we don't find out about a take on it. It's a statement we've been taken over. I would love it. Thing is that for a man who loves a statement, he's he's not said anything. We've not heard anything from him for 6 months. 6 months is not what we've heard nothing for 6 months from DC. And for whatever reason, he's not putting anything out there. He's not saying much. And that's something that we are used to. Have you heard anything new from Sai since the last video worth sharing that you can share? Cookie, it's sounding more and more like DC's going to move goalposts again, sadly. And again, this is something that seems to be the norm, but we'll see. We'll see. He may move goalposts again, but we'll see what happens. Worko, he's been very quiet. Yes, he has. It makes me laugh about him trying to get a financial payday loan with refusing. Never mind investors yet. The word man-child brings to mind. It does. And the thing is, anyone who's got people on their podcasts or on their shows and stuff, we've all just been the platform to give someone what they know and stuff. And Sai got most right, and he's just waiting on this last bit to get right. And that's the thing. And if it doesn't happen, this ain't on Sai. And this ain't on me. This is on the fact that he'll move the goalpost once again. Because that's what he does. And the thing is, the next time it comes to anything like this, I just won't there just won't be anything on it. It'll just be a case of let's wait and see. Because that's what you've got to do. Can't believe he's the only one who can not see needs to. George Chansiri and CEX earlier. We can never get too excited because there's always a chance he... Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We said it in the clip. If I can find the clip Bob put in. Bob, if you can find that clip you did, pin that message. Oh, I can pin messages again. Right. Bob got the... If you watch that clip right at the very end, he says it. But because people have seen it right at the very end, it's not been said. And he was very confident. Sai was very confident going into it. And you can understand why when you know the man and you know how much he got right at times. I feel where with him for a while yet. Well, even the regulators will dig his heels. Legal, yeah. The thing is, regulations. Of much of people saying, "Oh, regulation to come in and get him," he can either then go to court and go, "Well, this is my club. I want to do this." You'll get stuck in red tape, constantly stuck in red tape, and that's what regulation does. I got an idea. Mate. When Sai has something, usually break it to your member first, so we know before anyone else. So what is this? Maybe, mate. Maybe that's not a bad idea. The club won't be sold. It will have to be taken off him. Yep. You know how Sai said he emailed someone because we've got to. Do you know if he's had a reply? I don't yet, mate. I've not had a proper chat with him fully. I've kind of this weekend. I've had that weekend of like trying to. I'm still playing catch up from Friday night's wedding, and I've had a day today where I've had nobody in the house, and I've done nothing. It's been glorious and it's been lovely, but I also feel like I've not done enough because I've done nothing. So it's one of them. Look at Ofcom, SCA, all regulators, and they do fuck all. That's my worry. That's my biggest worry, is that the hopes of the club have been pinned and by fans have been pinned on regulators. That's my biggest worry. And they'll talk a good game and promise stuff and then it not happen. The thing is, the worry we got is, will we have a club by the time it's all up and running? Will we have a situation where you're going to be able to pay people on time? Sunday, there was a story by Nico going, he's looking for investors, right? Looking for investors, saying this, that, and that. Who just sent me a photograph? Aha, thank you. Someone just sent me something. So, Sai said, and he's done the file I'll talk, by the way. He said, update, only a brief one. DC told the concert that he received another offer offering more money. The consortiums asked for proof of this and DC refused, so they are in dialogue with the EFL as we speak and are reaching out to Clyde Betts MP. Still expect something to come out before Wednesday. is what they had told me. Also, they have no intentions of going away without fight. They've invested a lot of effort, time, and resources in this. I repeat, still expecting something to pop up in my deadline. So that is from Sai. Thank you for that, by the way, Lee. I hadn't seen that. He's had a reply to Geraldine. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. At the moment, there's a lot of probably can get, but also jealousy jeopardize the only thing, level thing, probably says this info out there. Yep. Hey, Danny, how you doing? The 2 weeks are crucial, in my opinion. Once some sort of deal happens, more in-depth detail can get talked about, but until a deal has properly happened, true. I have my doubts about regulators too. I need to look more close to it. Yep. If the ground is sold, surely it would make any takeover. Oh yeah, make any takeover complicated because he doesn't have anything else to sell as well. Thanks everyone. Thanks for everything on this. Doing good work. If you get thick for it's wrong, keep going, boys. Thank you, Cookie. I have got some thick. I have got some pelters. And at the end of the day, it's YouTube. It's our fan base. It happens. It's not something I wasn't aware of when doing it. But at the end of the day, I gave him platform. He said what he said. He got so far 2 out of the 3 things he said he's come true. No, 4 out of the 3. Stadium, coach, cacao. So 3 out of the 4 he got right so far. Hope the content keeps pressing with him. I've seen the thread. I've just not gone into it properly. It's a mental thread. It's an absolute mental thread. Chance is hanging on the main is mad. I don't believe you, Jay. I think it would work of putting voices on. But yeah, it's at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. And we all want DC to be gone and under new ownership. And the problem is you have things like Sai come out and put things out there and say what you're going to say. You say what you're going to say with it. And for the longest time, people have had it. They want someone to come out and say something and risk it. You get somebody to come out and finally risk it and say it. Then it's like, well, this ain't right. There's always going to be, when you put your head above that pedestal, there's always going to be someone ready to go at you, and it's one of them. I'll forget what I was. You have more info than them. Surely you can't afford to play games at this point with the loan of dating staff. Yep. I think the other bid is voice in his head. I'm of the opinion it's all bollocks other than no takeover buyout happening in the near future. This, at the end of the day, mate, this is what side the information is, and I've got no reason not to trust Sai, because Sai's been very bang on the money with a lot of things he said. Sai is very much a close mate now of mine, but he got a lot right, and a lot of people have seen it. Whoa, don't play that game, computer. So it's always that kind of thing. The Telegraph also rattled in noted they didn't mention the channel. Jake won't put out things if there wasn't volatility to it. Are you not on indexes? I'm not, George. I don't do EPL stuff. I don't do the fantasy league stuff because I forget about it. I really am the worst at doing them because I forget about it, and then I go to like, oh, you finished last because I forgot all about it. I may do it this year. Thank you for that, Louis. Much appreciated. Cheers to that workout. There's a lot of you in here who know me personally or know me and beat regularly, know how much I do on the channel to try and just keep the channel going, to be fair. Ian in Power DC must realise our fans don't want him here. He probably does realise we don't want him here, but he's a narcissist. Narcissists are that kind of thing. I think it's too quiet not to be a takeover. That's a good line. I get that one. I think the thing you've also got as well is, for me, this is a man who loves a statement. This is a man who loves to have a statement, and he's not done anything. And the thing is, the fact that Nico put out Sunday that he's looking close to having investment. If he gets investment in, does that have to go through EFL processing? Does it have to find out who that investment from? Because you're investing into the club. What are you actually investing in? Because we can't bring players in. And we can't... What are you investing into the stadium to keep the stadium? You can't bring players in. So you're not investing into the playing squad, which can help on the pitch. So it's that one. I think we're just down to DC. I don't think he cares in slightest. Jake, you don't like... I think... Jake, you don't like ITK, so I think I have a reason to belong... To believe. Oh, thank you. Believe you, Jake. Yeah. What's your opinion on where we are at right now as a whole? Right now as a whole, we are screwed. Like, I'll be brutally honest. Right now as a whole, we're screwed. I don't see us staying up at this moment in time, and I don't think anyone does. I think I don't see where a win's coming from. The players are doing the best they can under very stupid situations which they shouldn't be in. There's so many youth players who shouldn't be playing yet are playing. And that's great for them, don't get me wrong. I want to see more youth team players soon. I said for years, let's see more youth team players go up to the thing. But when they're ready, not because we need them. That's been the whole issue. Pumping away, what protest happened Saturday? 10 minutes, DC get out of that club. They had scarves, they were handing out the leaflets, and there was a protest right at the end. Some stewards apparently got a bit handy with some of them, and it's been noted and sent to the stewards, but they were also stopping some of the trestle stages being done as well. So it's kind of that kind of thing. So that's where it is. Fifth Cape Man needs to go. Like I said, it's not ITK facts. Yep, I agree. Who's going to trust Chancey with it? That's the thing. I don't know who's going to give him money. The only person I can think who will give him money is some sort of family friend or family. I don't understand who's going to give the man money, because investment, that means you want a return. 9 times 10, if I say I give you 100 quid and you say you can turn it into 500, I bet 400 quid of that back and you keep 100 for your time of doing it, or something of that nature. Investment means you looking for something to come back for it. Right now, what are you getting if you invest money to Wednesday? Like, generally, what are you getting? This is the thing. You are not getting much. As a whole, up shit creek with no paddle and a ride a boat with 5 holes in it. Yep. This is going to be too long chance area to go. It's frightening going on about selling Hilbert. Yep. He'll have to prove the EFL proof, not just where for the future. Well, true. A normal season, most of the young players will be out on loan. I agree. I got to say what I got to say, and I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise I enjoyed another. Guess I'll say the best for my life. My future scenes. What song's that from, James? I know that song. The only ones are family or ones in the Asian mob. Yep. Probably dad, where the money come from. Try Jesus, the mafia. 0% debt. On that scenario, Jake, I'm not going for you. On that scenario, I'm not going for your investment. yeah, don't go for that investment. If you're a dragon den, jump straight out. But for me, we have got the situation where everything right now, we're all in the point of trying to get this man out. Now, I worry when it starts getting colder. Now it starts getting into the colder months and stuff. You'll get more people who either won't go full stop, even if they paid for a season ticket, or they'll go, we'll have something to drink. Now, the Trust said it right. You don't know if the people who come back from work and need something to eat, or if the medical's the reason why they're getting a drink and stuff. I get that. All those things make sense. Now, Need to add a normal club to normalcy. DC don't do free loans out to lower league. Yep. With the interest rate that clear on loans, he'll be math. It's doubled them for very reputable source and mob or payout load of whether hell be definitely be not banknote. Good point, Goose. He seemed to see play the family. Yep. Wonder if Chancery trying to pop the stadium debt on Karma account. Oh God. If he can't pay wages, which all know is an will place dry and will be hit with a longer transfer ban and punishment. Cold weather brings more injuries too. Yep. Cold weather brings injuries. Cold weather brings you harder to try and get training done because is the new training ground ready to go? If we have the winter we've had in the past, are we back to training on the pitch because the new training ground hasn't still got the stuff or the right stuff? The litmus test will be the early bird season ticket. Will people actually give theirs up? I want to say people will, but I also think some people won't, and they'll just keep their season ticket because they're so used to having it. And I really understand why people will want to keep it because that's been their season ticket. But at the same time, I am of the opinion that if, say, your season ticket got gave up, if you're a new owner coming in, I would turn around and say, if you've lost your place in your season ticket, we will give it you back the following season or something of that nature. So surely no one will... Yep, surely no one will want to... They want him out. At this point, too, with how many payments there've been, the fact he hasn't been... The point deduction yet also suggests there's some sort of... Maybe. I do understand that logic. I do get that logic, Jack. Because you want to see the club of being able to be sellable. But from an EFL point of view, you want to see the club get sold and be able to be sold in that way. The thing is we have to make sure that there's still a club here. And that's the scary thing, because not only you got stadium due at the end of the month, you've got wages due at the end of the month. HMRC bill will be coming around the corner if we pay it every 3 months. So I think we paid it in August, so I'm guessing it's November time where it might need to be paid next. If you look at all the businesses he got, they don't fund us at all. I hope so, Jack. Thickers on the out. That'll funny, yeah. I really don't see a competing this season. More late wages, more play strikes. Never stuff like club don't do cold weather training. Yeah, I never understood that, mate. I've always thought of it. Jake, if you knew Texas within the Texas, you know. I thought it was duality. Thank you, mate. Where is the government in this when removing battle? Not ready yet, mate, Andrew. The issue is it is not a thing yet. It's still got some rules and stuff that need going through House of Parliament. There's still laws that need to go through before it's done. They put out their stuff to say that they need to have words escape me. They still need to. They put out all the jobs ready for it, and it's one of them where once it sets up, there's no guarantee it's gonna be ready for November when that's the time they're aiming for. For all we know, it gets to November and then it's another 3 or 4 months before that. By that point, you're into March. Our season probably already over and down. And then you've got to try and think about who we keep out next. The scary bit is you'll have someone like a Barry Bannon potentially, again being the situation he was in the summer, going, have I got a job or haven't I got a job? Because you've got to remember, for us, we see them as players. For them, they're going to work. When they're going to training, they're going to work. That's their job. All right, I'm off to work now. They won't call it training. Where does when does it come in and what day? All we know, it comes in November. That's all they said. They want it in by November. The only real asset left at club, we put in point to club only damage protest, protect buying the assets and then the pitch off buyers. If it would be different efforts with this club paper thing. Excuse me. Hopefully suspended a point extension for new owners. Yep. I think Baz might retire at the end of the season. He's knackered. I thought that, but when Henrik spoke, Henrik said that it sounds like he might go on for another year or so. So it's one of them. Chanseri's investment in the ground. Apparently, Jamie Vardy posted been changed to just hope he gets a proper send off. Yeah, same. I hope he gets a proper send off, and what he should have is that a proper send off. But with everything that's going on at the minute, you look at let's just go to scene E. You look at these are the games we've got coming up. You don't see anywhere where you're going to get any points really with the way we're playing, and that's nothing to do with the players. Let's just make this really, really clear. None of this has got anything to do with the players. The players are doing the best they can under stupid amounts of situation. If you tune in Talking Wednesday episode, me and Jake will try to play the logic a little bit more. Try to. God, just realise we're waiting on the government to actually do something positive. And with haste. Yep, Bob. I had that realisation today as well. Like, we're waiting on the government to come and do football regulations. I haven't gotten that right, have I? I just wrote something on Facebook. Man United are paying Amas loan wages. Yeah, they're paying it all. DJ. Chain will plug their workout in the middle of the pod, Jack. Yeah, it was a plug the podcast. I'm not too fussed. I'm on that podcast, so it's fine. I'm on that podcast. I do a lot of work for that podcast. It's fine. My fingers. I do love a bit of Slipknot. It is really raining outside, and I'm not looking forward to going to my house in a bit because no. But the thing is, you got the situation where I really hope there's a statement, like Ian said, really soon. I really hope there is something saying something or giving us a bit of clarity, because right now we have zero clarity on what's going on. And the problem is, if the club had a bit more communication, and I'm not going to say club because that's not fair. If DC had a bit more communication and didn't feel like he held us in contempt, is that the thing? If he didn't, I just feel like we're held in contempt with DC now. Like, he's trying to hold on for whatever reason. 72 people watching, 26 like girls likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Remember when you were complaining about the heat not a month ago? You shut up. Yeah, true. If there was more communication, sadly, Jake Chancellor doesn't believe in PR. No, he just don't believe in communication. Like, the fact that we know now that the way the club work, thanks to Chris Powell, it go DC, Paxo, Club Sec. That's it. That's your levels of communication. 3 people. And one of them you could probably cross off in Club Sec and go, she's just doing her job. Now, Paxo, on the interview with Sai, a lot of people like him. A lot of people are actually all there for him. There's a lot of people that online don't like him or try and figure out what he does. Again, he's another one of these. He's one of DC's not investors. Wrong word. Advisors. I bet he'd love to try and invest. Statement will probably be Chancellor blame fam. Oh yeah, of course it will. It'll be all our fault. Once again. Worker don't believe in running a business properly. Anyway, what the Matt Dyer would will get recalled. Did see it. Was slightly worried. Hope they don't. John, it's always our fault. He does believe in family though. Paxton the most defiant reign is a lot of the DC weird fucking ideas. You can tell DC Bay over the years. I think the thing is, you look at the question I always have is, where's all the money gone over the years? Where's it gone? Because season ticket money gone, 10-year season ticket money gone. How has it disappeared that quick? Why are we the club that you look at other clubs getting sponsorships in and stuff like that, and ours just seem dead and dormant? And look at how many people have said in the chat that has had dealings with him, or no companies that had dealings with him, and it's taken 2 years, like 2 years, to get him to do a deal for a sponsorship. A sponsorship. 2 years of negotiating. That should be easy. That shouldn't be 2 years. That should be easy. But again, he moved goalposts. Especially with that sodding Thai business portfolio. Yeah, that Thai business portfolio is just horrendous. Session of Parliament amendment needs second reading or something like. Yeah, pretty much that, James. Where the money chance theory, yep. 12.5 million per year. Fan revenue is nothing to sniff at yet. Impact it where nowhere to be seen. Yep. The thing I've noticed while watching the Bristol game, we don't have any time on the ball. We get down. Oh, it's very much in terms of you going at football. It's very much kids having to play in certain positions that they're not used to, or you've got the situation where you've got Palmer playing in the CDM. Palmer's not been a CDM for years. He's been a left back. And he's not playing there anymore. So it's that. And you look at what Harry Amath was doing. Look good. But could tell he hasn't played many minutes. You're not going to play him tomorrow. You're going to play all the kids. The kids will probably have a blinder again. By the way, tomorrow, watch along. 7:30-ish. Join us while we watch on. It'll be good. At one point, didn't we put more money into the fan base than the rest of the championship? I think so, yes. We're going to say our net donors will be McDonald franchise, but already got one clown. Got one clown in the ownership. The sponsorship, I think DC is corrupted illegal. I can see that. The sponsors went and sponsored a stand somewhere else pretty nearby. Fair enough. But it doesn't surprise me. Could Chancery be gambling money away or wasting money? Probably a bit of everything on that one, Andrew. I would say a bit of everything. Also, Hull had a absolute shocker. Shouldn't have been megged twice. Nope. Was copying Cooper? Yeah. They'll do well now. They'll play strong, or they'll rocket up the league, I reckon, and they'll probably get playoffs again. They'll probably get playoffs and be gutted that they got playoff, because if they had kept him from the start, they probably would have been up there. But yeah. What DC don't realise, imagine how much more fans will put into merch if it was good. Yep. Goal predictions, I'm going for 5-0 Grimsby win. I'm going to go 2-0 Wednesday win, because I trust the lads. I really do trust the lads. It's one of them where I am. I've got the thing right now with everything that's going on. We all want everything to the last little bit of this that's I had to come off and it be done and dusted, and we can say ta-ta, bye-bye, off you go, take your sodding elephants, take your name off the stands and bugger off, because we've all had enough of being the bud of people jokes. It got to the point where we're not the butt of people jokes now. We're the point where people are genuinely feeling sorry for. You've got manager going, it's again situation where we're having to do X, Y, and Z. I hate to say it, I hope we lose, say the arguments on boycotts. I get that, James. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you're well. I enjoy watching the academy play in the cup. 2-1 to the Owls. Jezek going. Take Presto sign off. Yeah. I'm still really hoping for a Cubbo partnership up front. Yep. Who are you wanting that with? Was it Cads, did you say, Bob? I can't remember if you said it. But I think the thing we got is that right now we're in a situation where we're waiting. We're waiting once again. Yeah, I thought it was. We're waiting on the man at the top to finally say bye-bye. And the issue you got is the longer it goes and the longer we wait and the longer we wait for him to go, the more it's just going to be things. Bye, John. Have a good one, mate. I hope you're good. Have a good rest of the evening. Oh, my account for my O2 bill due. Not due. Bill to be paid at the end of the month. It's one of them right now. I've got a situation right now that I am. It's not, but it's on the task thing to do tomorrow. Remind me someone of my mods. I beat to nearly all my mods pretty much every day, or every other day, kind of thing, which is always nice. Imagine a queue to tick it off if it does come out a bit to tomorrow. Can you imagine? Probably, yeah. If a bid actually came out tomorrow, I think you'd have a lot of people turn up. Ooh, friends! Son of Jack. Dick. Here's the question. Tariff the license for the Swift merch. Does this sell from... I don't know. Generally, it's something I thought about. I don't know what the deal is with the Swift funds. I literally don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. That's a very good question. This is really funny. All my mods have just sent me the same reminder at the same time in a message on different platforms. That is really funny. Can you imagine a normal season? Not right now, no. I'm buying shirts. It would be lovely to have a normal season. I just don't know what that is anymore. Like, Mo pay up front for license and split profit to sale. We all share the same brain cell. Yeah, I've got this thing. I thought the tariff was an annual licensing fee. Could be. I've got this thing with it all that it'll be interesting to see how many people walk away from us as a club in terms of licensing stuff if he's still here. Like, I believe the Macron deal was a 5-year deal. It was either a 5-year or 10-year deal. It was something dumb. It was something really, really dumb that we did. Like, when did we get Macron sponsorship? Was it 2020? Let's have a look. New Macron. Cause we're not on the Macron website. I feel for people like the kit people. 2021. So 2021, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We may be up. It might be up at the end of this then. It might be up. If we won a 5-year deal, this could be the last year of it. Yeah, this could be the last season of Macron kits. So again, if he isn't gone, he's then got another bill he's got to do, because he's then got to find new supply for kits. More power than you want the top button. So, well done proving facts, and I'll talk how my brother from another. Hey, Si, how you doing, mate? I'm not too bad, mate. We just been. We did. It turned into a debrief. It turned into how everything's going and how close we think things are. Fucking hell, Elevate. We'll be back. Elevate incoming. When was the last time you set up to date? Still needs invasion for himself. Are you fun? We are, but I don't know when yet, mate. It's in the works to get another one going, but we're kind of just seeing what happens and then going from there, in a sense, because as Sai knows, he's had a mad one. I said, if you want to answer people, you can do, and he joined Now Talk. That's on him. I did not do the full Monty. How is it apparent number one grifter no to cousin his name don't listen to? When was the last time? We spoke a little bit today, but nothing really in depth kind of thing. Normally when we speak, we have a bit of an in-depth conversation. And now it's Elevate. A normal season, mate, with new owners paying our bills and let the manager sign players. Yeah. A normal season would be lovely. He did, but the light. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my light went out. he now knows why Outlook is just not the place to be. Every time I talk about Sai, he appears. Not that he's a genie. Yeah, my light went out earlier, Sai. I accidentally forgot to undo the link up to my PC, so when my PC shut, like goes in sleep mode, it killed the lights, and I messed up. Joe Henry 017. I can't wait for the dirt cheap Puma. I like the Puma shirts. I miss having Puma, but the problem Puma's templates are crap. It was DC side, yeah. See. But a normal season will be. How are you anyway, Si, mate? Oh god, I've just got all the reminders from people. I'd love to go back to Umbro. We did have Umbro, didn't we? For a couple of years. Yeah, I remember Umbro. It was decent. Look. DC is saying he received a high bid from an unconcerned and he's trying the clown. Yeah. I saw him run away on camera laughing, shouting, "Sell your house." Say his name indeed, please. I believe inside with an eye. Like that. I love to admit admin kit, Puma kit. I think I just have PTSD from the land of corruption fonts on the shirt. Oh yeah. I think they're still doing kit, mate. Yeah. I think they are doing. And the fact that we got a situation where, again, another situation where goalposts had shifted again. He's gone, oh, look, no person come. But that kind of fits a little bit as he's looking for new investment. Is that the new investment that people were talking about? That it's a new offer that coming? Who knows? I hated the lotto kits. They were bugger to clean. I think they're mainly focused on non-football stuff these days. The lotto kits I hated. That orange kit was foul. I have it. I still have it. I don't. No, it's horrible. If we get new owners, I won't. Who will do the kits myself? So like Catherine. That's not bad. If they went with kit lot, the club would choose pretty much any supplier. A bit complicated to manage. That don't always put clubs. True. That's funny. You had that lotto shirt. That funny. You have a new lotto shirt this year. Oh, it is a lotto. Yeah, the lotto shirts now are great. Back then they were crap. Sondico kit next season. I think it's lotto. Yeah, but that lotto shirt looked good. Go have a look at my wardrobe, you'll find out. Anyone seen somewhere why is he acting who I am? I think I hit a nerve. This year's away top have been... By the way, on this year's away shirt, we haven't played in it yet, have we? That shirt still hasn't been used yet. I'm just trying to have a look. Who could we use that again? We might use that again. Pompey, you know. At weekend in QPR. No, QPR will be in home kit. But Pompey and Birmingham, we may actually use that shirt. Because we haven't used it yet. Nope, not seen him site. This year's away top should have been sponsored by a... the lotto kits this year for Wimbledon aren't too bad. The club went through Kit Locker. Ah, nice. Nope, it's horrible. Sigh more likely. Sigh why? Notice how Sigh why has dried up. I'm thinking he saw for someone at the club this season. Sondico kit slapped, to be fair. I think it's one of these things where we're looking. Let's just see what happens next, and we know about this man and goalposts. He likes them a lot for some reason. I started listening to why when he said we had bad meat. I used it in the cup, didn't last rounds. Jake, you need to send me the chain. Jake, you need to send me a chain. Chain the post. Don't forget to the... Jake, you need to send me a chain. The post. Me a chain the post. I've just got that, so my brain hurts. We'll end up with Ladinger. But guys, I am probably gonna call it a night there. We'll go till 8 actually. We'll go till 8 o'clock because it's been a good one tonight. We haven't really talked about much of the game because there's not much really to talk about if you look at the whole situation that's going on. We were in home shirts against Bolton. Yeah, we were, weren't we? Simon, have you tried plugging all your social media on Reddit yet? Apparently that's why you're doing this, right? Yeah, apparently so. A lot better than I thought it would be tonight. Yeah. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We put stuff out there. If people want to believe it, that's up to them. Like, the clip in the top says a lot about what's happened as well, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting now. So far, Sai with an eye had the cacao, the stadium, and mud coming in, and it's just this last little bit that the big one we want. It all depends on you got to think now. He's got to get 7 million by Birmingham game. So we got 2 weeks and a bit. 2 weeks and a bit, he needs 7 million. Let alone the cap that he needs for wages, which will be the 23rd, 22nd. So that'll be next week. And I don't know when he pays HMRC. Like I think if we all have collected full time, maybe made it me. Only worn away so far. Leicester. Yeah, we wore the third thing, didn't we? The third kit. DT will be getting body blue bamboo sponsors soon. Desperate for some cash. I think I have fell off the flat again. Yeah. By the way, if anyone doesn't know about Sai and Sai Y with the flat earth stuff, it's interesting. Be a long 2 week. Be a long 2 and a bit weeks. This, yeah, it would be. It would be. It would be a very long 2 and a bit weeks. Ooh, try my friend. Oh God, when your two best mates are chatting, then your mods. Probably only werewolf. Probably only werewolves have a goal. I do love my community I've built. You're all brilliant. You're all amazing. And again, like a lot of people who saw the video had not seen the comments from Sai in the past. You all have. And the amount of times that's what people have said, hack him this, hack him that, and it's just what we've done. Found my first grey hair. Thank you, Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, I got plenty of them, mate. He ain't getting 7 pence, mate. Either can. Have to be careful what I say. Ashley Hole shares in Umbro. Does he? I got a retro white fur kit coming. Off the 8 gate. Nice. I'm doing a book under it called Sour Why and Why. Oh. But guys, it's 8 o'clock. I've been going for an hour. I'm going to go off and go chill for a bit. But have a good one, guys. Please look after yourselves. Mental health checks if you're not on your ways out. Has it improved while you've been in the stream? Has it, I hope it's not gone down. Mental health check 1 to 10. Please, people, look after yourselves. And I mean this in all sincerity. Please look after yourselves and please talk to people. Please talk to people. Because it helps. We do a mental health check-in because I care about my community and I care about the people who are in here. So please look after yourselves. Speak to you guys soon.